If I would have said my son, oh, it's going to be free and this, he would not be that enthusiastic. Now he is. He knows I gotta get my money's worth. We're going to give this. I will do this. I will do that. Right. So this program we do not want to do arms and legs, but we thought, how can we appreciate the people who is going to be teaching and give them some reward at least with a small token of appreciation and thank you. And after that, the money we get it, after all the cost and all the technology and the resource we're going to get and then donate to our charity, Urban Food Alliance, where we can feed more people. How do you put all this together? So I want to thank you for watching lesson 1, where we talked about being humble. Lesson 2, we talked about making a decision. And lesson 3, where we talked about realizing result. So when it comes to stand out, many times, it comes in our mind, all those naysayers. Why, how can I do that? What? I have no story. I have nothing to talk about. Why do I have to do? Why? All those why and this. Now think about it. It's not that difficult. So let's put all this together. On it, standing out is a journey. It doesn't happen overnight, but it starts with the decision you make, that knowing that you are unique. We are all unique in this world. We all have our own story, the way we like to eat food, the way we like to taste food, the way we like to enjoy food, the way we like to celebrate our happiness, sadness is different. Nobody is the same alike. 8 billion people in the world. We are all unique. We all have our own story. We all have 24 hours a day. We all have the drive to feel good, have a better life. But one thing, how do you put all this together? Number one thing, that the right information. Are we having the right information? Are we surrounding ourselves with the right team, right people? Remember, 5 people you hang out with, you think like that. Who are we hanging out? Where do we get that information? What validity of that information? Just like Michael Jordan, his mom told him, either you can cry all about it, or you can do something. Get out of the room, eat, have a normal life, and work on your game so you can get on your high school basketball team next year. That's all he wanted. He wanted to get on his high school basketball team. So that drive, that conversation he had with his mom helped him. So having the right information, creating the drive, the process, the plan. Like I mentioned, that my son did not want to do so many things. As I am creating the open communication with my son, then he told me, Papa, I am just kind of thinking, how am I going to do these steps? Then we thought, hey, why not we create this environment for him where he can make new friends he never met. So as I am sharing this video, that yesterday my son is helping me to put this effort of this summer camp or summer program, and then he needed to contact about 45 people. 45 people online applied and being there. I said, I need you, just send them this message and this and read about them and learn about them. Then you see that the things he's learning, that he say, oh, this is how a business works. This is how a corporation works. This is how a team works, right? So he can get to appreciate there are a lot of things happens behind the scene. So right information, have the drive, create the environment, and number 4 thing, think about that we are all unique. My son is not me. He thinks his own way. So many times we said either my way or a highway. My way or highway. It's not. Learning is not linear. And learning for every children in a classroom is different. I learned this from my wife when she tells me, "Oh, this is me, this student. He is top A type. This is B type. This is C type." I kind of realize, right? Or this mediocre. So it's dynamic. Everyone is unique. I have seen that, from my wife, that mediocre student can be A plus just by giving him little support. Little. So the thing is that putting your time, putting your right efforts, putting them in the right direction is going to help you to realize your result, the result you're looking for. What do you want? So as they keep putting the time, that moving to putting time of your short term and long term, and then keep focusing on your goals, those short term goals and long term goals, compare to yourself. Did I put more time than yesterday to reach my goals? Or maybe yesterday you might got busy on something else yesterday, last week, but this week you have more time to put an effort on your bigger goals. So compare yourself to those areas, find a way to make it to work. So you don't come up with all the excuses, oh, it's me, it's this. Create your own story. Yes, your story. I know you can do better. We all can do better. We can make our own signature in this world. We are here for a reason. Not so. Here it is, friends. How do you put all this together? It starts with your growth mindset. It's simple. You We can learn every day if we put our mindset and we put time into it. We know that standing out is a journey, it never ends. So how do you put all this together and still stand out? Well, it's simple. It's the 7 steps. If it's you follow the 7 steps, it's going to help you. You have to think about that it's a journey, it never ends until we leave this world, we'll be learning. If that lifelong learner mindset there, you'll get there. So number one is that growth mindset. You know that we can learn. Doesn't matter in what stage and what age we are at and from who. We can learn from the people above, from the people below us. We can learn from our peers. Having that mindset, we have to be humble, knowing that I don't know everything. Everything changes. What I know yesterday, because of all the geopolitical, all the social cause, the war or pandemic, virus happens, the way we work today is different than yesterday. The way we say hello and hi to our friends today is different. We live in a screen. So whatever we knew before, if you're ready to unlearn and relearn, we are humble. And you have to think about the decisions that we have to make, not like tomorrow I'm going to do it. Stop being that procrastinative. Stop being procrastinative. You have to be more decisive. So make the decision and live by it. And have build yourself. Every day we can be better. Think of yourself. I'm a builder. I'm a builder. I'm not here to be perfect. I want to be better than yesterday, better than last week, better than last month. And next month, next year, I'll be better as long as I put my effort and time and this stays in my goal and priorities. So as we start capturing those qualitative and quantitative things, metrics, and start journaling, looking ourselves, did I get the result I'm looking for? We'll realize, is this going to be still aligned? Is this still aligned the values, my happiness, my motivation? Do I really want to put effort into it? Once you do those and write down all the time you put, all the effort and you enjoy the process, just like Michael Jordan, you will stand out. Now, how we put all this together and created the summer camp? uh, Week one and week two. So we recommend people, especially people who said, should I just sign up my son or my daughter on 1 week program, or I should sign up two? Well, I, it's up to you. I don't know your situation. We do not know your summer plan or vacation plan. But one thing we know, regardless where you go in this world, anywhere in this world, you have an access to internet. And also one of the things we are going to do in our summer camp, because we are going to do online, we'll record these all the sessions we mentioned about, and then we'll share that with our students. They can go watch the video later and review, so then they can catch up. So week one, we're going to help them build their foundation, help them know their purpose, help them know, yeah, the short term, long term goals, and create an environment when they see their peers, other friends in their situation, how they're driving, how they're structuring themselves, how they're thinking the world through their lens with the activities. So we'll have activities and we'll not just do all lecture. It's going to be a lot of hands-on group activities and interactive sessions and discussions, participations. So week two is going to be, now that you have the foundation of what you want, what you like to do, and explore, take it to the next level. Where think of this, before you start running, you gotta crawl, walk, and then run. So first week is like crawling and walking phase. Week two is not even running; it's like giving you a tools for so you can jog. Yeah. So collaboration, confidence, and the bringing some of the industry people that how they are using those skills in real life. So we'll have a lot of professionals, who is in day-to-day life. For for example, IT journey. We put it together a course called IT journey. In IT journey, that when you go through that registration page, you are going to see day one to day five. We put on the day one, we are going to start with, what type of career you can thinking of in IT. So we may start with something, let's say cybersecurity. We will have one day, we'll talk about in this cybersecurity, what are we covering? Well, it comes to cybersecurity, there are a lot of challenge you go through. Security on your phone, somebody hacking your phone, somebody hacking your computer, somebody hacking your bank account, somebody hacking your your company network. So there are several type of hacking, or somebody is stealing your identity, taking your name, creating a credit card, and next minute you know it, before you know it, all the money gone and you owe so many people money, right? That is, it's a crime. What can you do to protect yourself? So different type of jobs require different type of responsibilities and skills. So in cybersecurity, we are going to go over that. And then another day, we're going to talk about the machine learning. What is this machine learning? Why do you have to have a machine do your work? Are we doing injustice in the society, taking away people's job, right? What does robots do? What type of problem they solve, what type of career you can think of in machine learning, in focusing technology in non-technology. In IT world, you do not have to be all in writing code. There are business people in IT. So if you do not like to do the technical work, writing code or doing the system or database, data design, nerdy stuff, but you are more people person, how can you still be in that industry and have a great job and make more money? Ultimately, if you are in any business doing some technology work or know some technology, and you are around surround that, you industry found out you'll make more money than other people. If money is not our object or happiness, there are other opportunities, that you can consider, we'll explore in our career planning, right? So in IT journey that we will talk about women, what's the is involved with being in a woman, that you have to be in that field. As a man, that we know that we have to respect women in the work field. We have to respect them as a leader. We have to respect them, that what they bring to the table. And nowadays, a lot of things we see that people go through, that through compliance and regulation and all kind of things, we are seeing in the media. How can you respect them? How can you still work with them? Can we make them comfortable? So as being a man, that we need to know that, what's our responsibility, to show those respect, right? Those etiquette manners will be there discussed in those sessions. And then we'll close out with crypto, Bitcoin, and blockchain. We hear about it. We know a lot of young generation. They like to either invest. They want to learn more about it. So those things we are going to be covering in IT journey. So as you can see, that it's not like all lecture, lecture, lecture. We're going to have a lesson. We are going to have activities, and we're going to make it fun and interactive. So each week, each program, they are going to stand out. They are going to share what they learned. So at the end, we're going to close out every class that will give at least 5 minutes to each students, what they have learned, how they transformed. So their minimum speech is going to be 5 to 7 minutes. So this is something we teach in our public speaking class. So we recommend all of you, regardless your son or daughter is in public speaking, is not, has taken or not, put them in there, because it's going to help them to structure that. It's fun and interactive. It's the greatest way to network with other people, and also it's therapy. Think of that, that how, yeah, you are hearing other people's story. You say, what about me? So we have seen that in our past programs, and when we have done this youth leadership or summer camp, the many parents came to us, told me, I don't know what you did now. My son, my daughter comes and asks me on the dinner table, how was my day? What do I really do? Because what happens in our classes, we ask them to talk about your family, talk about your dad, talk about your mom, talk about your grandpa, grandma. Talk. It's easy. Everybody can talk about their own family, and in a way that makes it that makes them open up to conversation. We don't want them to do all the homework and exercise and do research. This is summer. This is supposed to be fun. So how can we do this? So then parents came up to us, I'm so glad you did that. And since the program, their children spend more time with their family and get to know each other. So I hope this is helpful, and I hope you will have your daughter or son or loved ones or someone you may know that, hey, they can benefit from it. So we are starting our summer camp in July